Hi everyone, this is Brian from Soulful Fitness Roller Skate Training. Now before I go into the details of this snippet, I want to express my apologies for muting the sound of the snippet right from the start. As you may know, YouTube is getting more and more strict about copyright rules, which to a certain extent I fully understand. So in order not to compromise this channel in any way, I just go with the flow of the rules and regulations that have been set out. Now in this case, YouTube was either going to mute the sound or block the whole snippet from being viewed. So I thought then I might as well mute it myself and add it to this narrated series of Up Close and Functional. Because in my humble opinion, this footage was well worth putting up. So here we go. Now in this slow mode or breakdown mode, you can see how we start in a backstroke position. From there, we pivot on the front wheels as we rotate the entire body sideways. As the drill continues, you can experiment with a couple of tweaks. For instance, rotating from the hips, but keeping the shoulders slightly in place. Or just pivoting on the front wheels, but keeping everything else above straight forward in place. And then of course, every variation in between. Now experimenting with these options comes in handy when you shift into a faster mode of drilling, or when you go in full pace of, let's say, a fast house track. When you go into a faster mode, you obviously have to adjust the angle of rotation, or keep certain body parts from rotating along with the front wheel pivot. Otherwise it would be impossible to stay on beat and maintain proper form at the same time. The lifting of the leg or extension to the back kind of assists the rotation in the hip joint as we rotate fully sideways. Lifting the leg as we rotate fully sideways requires partial glute activation. But in the version of this move where you keep the hips straight and just pivot on the front wheels, the fully extended leg is raised up without any rotation in the hips, and this version requires full glute activation. Now we're about to shift into a faster mode of drilling, which means everyone needs to adjust the same riff to their own skill level and physical capabilities or limitations. So basically there are no rules here. Only stick to the same riff, but make it your own in your own way. Placement of the arms and hands is vital to keeping form and balance. If they don't have a clear task, your arms can easily throw you off balance. It's never because of the roller skates. Skating is something you do with your entire body, not just your skates. So the arms have to be up and the hands preferably at or above the waistline. And as you can see, there is enough room for improvement here, but that's okay. They all know they have to drill it till they kill it. So to fire things up some more, how about a double shift with a limited rotation, or perhaps no rotation at all, but still ending with a clean backstroke. Here we go. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm forced to heavily condense this footage, so that was a short display of the double shift variation. Now, after all this craziness, it's always good to return to the basics, meaning going up and down the ladder of progression. If you'd like to find out more about the ladder of progression, make sure to stay tuned, because I'll be explaining lots more about it in future snippets. Or if you can't wait, I invite you to check out the Crazy Legs full breakdown and build-up tutorial if you haven't seen it yet, where I display an example of how to use the ladder. I'll make sure to put up the link in the description of this video. For now, thank you for watching, stay safe and make it funky.